Alright, what's up, people? It's your boy Dark. Give me a momento. We spraying out the fucking word here. Do. Okay. That's taken care of. That's done too. Alright. Okay, now we're here. What's up, people? It's your boy Dark. We here. We alive. We back. More counterside. Would have been starting this a little earlier. But, there was a baby skunk that decided to freaking hide under my back porch today. So I kind of had to go out and deal with that, and I threw him over by this one wall, and he may or may not become a problem for me to deal with later. I know he's still there now, about an hour after the fact, and of course the little bastard pissed in my hand, but fortunately it's not the really, really smelly type of piss that skunks are known for, so, I mean, I'll take it. But it's still kind of weird. Now if my phone would cooperate for a moment. Anyway. Alright, so we're picking up where we left off yesterday. And continuing Act 3 of this final episode. Do. Alright, sorry for being silent there for a moment. I was just looking up something quick relating to this damn, skunk. And given some of the things I was just looking up quick, I'm like, this thing was like covered in flies and shit, and that's why I'm like, huh. Anyway. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so back to where I was left off. Regulator Asimov sought to prove whether beings like us, weapons without will, could be given a fate as well. So it looks like we might be getting Moore's back. Finally. She's gone. What was that attack just now? I told her that she only needed to land a single hit on the Calicia. Seeing as her attacks worked even against a being born from your wish. She's definitely no ordinary girl, don't you think? In the end, we all crossed the line. I did it. The sun is set completely. This is night. It's so dark. And yet the sky looks whiter than ever before. It's beautiful. What is that? The consequence of night? I'm guessing. It's finally night. Just as I thought, the condition for repeating time was your death. That's right. The fate of the Promised Land is bound together with mine, so it begins and ends with mine. Because the Promised Land wishes for me to remain alive, I repeat my death every day to avoid its end. A world that collapses if its creator stays alive. What a strange irony. The beam of light. What is it? It's a path called Avalon's Gate. It's also the only boundary that separates the inside of the Promised Land from the outside. If you want to leave, you can only exit through there. Then I'll leave. Rather than suffering through dying every day. How about you accept reality and leave as well? I can't do that. I've already gone too deep to escape just by crossing the threshold. You said you were going to make our world into nutrients for paradise, didn't you? Thurground will fall, so the paradise you're hoping for will never be completed. It doesn't need to succeed. What matters to me is the process of moving towards completion. What are you doing? Get down! COs. I've never seen any like that here in the Promised Land before. They appear after sensing the sense of the end. I'll handle things here, so please leave through Avalon's Gate. You're saving me? After standing by all this time, why now? Miss Leia! Ecclesia? Are you alright? You didn't run into any COs? I drove away all the monsters along the way, so please don't worry about me. You drove them all away? Mother and Claire are in danger. I have to go help them. Then I shall assist you as well. What? Shouldn't you go to your father? My father... He's protected by the Golden Tree's blessing, so he'll be safe even without me. COs from underground? Ah, damn it, there are far too many of them. Hello, you're a mechanoid? Balta, Apocalypse Preliminary Droid. Activating. In accordance with the contract to preserve the Promised Land. Initiating active exclusion procedures. A doll? Wait. If you go that way, there are COs! What? Those massive monsters. One after another, in an instant. Hostile entities eliminated. Corruption of the Golden Tree confirmed. Until the Guardian descends. 30 seconds. The Promised Land is now judged to have completely ceased functioning. In accordance with the contract. Initiating active reset protocol procedures. Reset. Don't tell me. Wait! Bulletproof? Miss Leia, what are you suddenly doing? Ecclesia, we have to stop her! She's trying to kill Adora! Okay. Ah! You're interfering, intruder. What are you doing? Don't close your eyes, run! Adora! No. Where am I? The smell of blood is strong. Pagan woman. It's already completely consumed below the nape of her neck. You hid somewhere safe from the monsters, but you couldn't escape the plague. We should take care of... We should take her with us quickly. It's a bit too far to the Order, but once we get there, the doctors will help her. Adora. That's right. I know that girl. Why did I completely forget that until now? There's no doctor that can cure the plague. We will only install more fear of the plague in the residents if we bring her with us. Then, what do we do? The best we can do for her is to spare her from the pain of transformation. I think we buried everyone. I hope they rest in peace. Death is unfortunate, but there will be no more pain. Is that once you die? The Bible says those who are devout will reach paradise beyond the light. But since my sister's a pagan, does that mean she can't go to paradise? We cannot interfere in events after death. Just as you search for your sister, we merely strive for the salvation of the living. You're right. The living must fight for the living. There's no need to be in despair. Then let's keep going. To a paradise beyond the light. To the promised land. And a palace. In that place, which has no need for suffering, your original memories held no value. So the Promised Land erased most of your memories and left behind only the happiest days of your past. You returned to a pure and ignorant time, one that had never even seen humans dying from the Winter Plague. Moors, the name of a sinner I gained after the end. After receiving that name, I wandered for eternity in pursuit of the demon Lord Thurgron, and at the end of my despair, there was another great tragedy. The death of a girl named Dash and a small glimmer of hope called the Administration. If their hope is to reach Demon Lord Thurgon, your will is necessary. Ecclesia. Gasp. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Be quiet. I can't focus on fixing this. Diana, why are you here? Come to think of it, this place is different. This is the cabin I wake up in every morning. These chains, did you put them on me? It's the minimum measure to take against a criminal who tried to destroy the Promised Land. Bastila said your arms and legs should be torn off so you can't do anything. Baltai? That doll. What is that? Why are you standing in front of that thing? Can't you tell? I'm repairing it. This one always ignores its operating limits and pushes its body too hard, just like this time. I don't ignore them. I simply made the judgment required for an urgent situation. Slanderer. Quiet. You want me to cut down your nerve conduit? You're repairing that doll? Once the day in the Promised Land repeats, doesn't everything return to how it was before? This one is an exception. She isn't a resident. It's a doll Adora made before the Promised Land even existed. Back when she was alone in the darkness and bored. Really? A doll she made out of boredom tears COs apart like they're nothing. And on top of that, she didn't hesitate to stab her own master to death. That was a necessary measure. Balta was insured with protecting that place. I didn't expect to be something else that wanted to kill Atora. How many more dolls like that are there? You ask as if I have some obligation to answer everything for someone like you. It's grilled heifer from the one we caught at dawn. Eat it. No wine to pair with it? If you behave and stay put, I might consider it later. Hey, repairs are finished, so get up now. Please do not strike my hips while issuing orders. Even a doll has a sense of shame. I don't know. I didn't know. I'll keep that in mind. Why are you staring while I'm changing clothes, pervert? Interested in a doll's naked body? You're not going with her? Dream on. From now on, I'm your watcher. I see. Well, I suppose it's nice to at least have someone to talk to while I'm locked up. I have no obligation to converse with you. But for someone saying that, you seem to talk quite a lot. If I were the one who made a machine who only follows orders, I wouldn't have given it the ability to act on its emotions and talk back. I was made to protect the Promised Land. The thinking spring was just something my master inherited out of boredom. Being bored means being lonely. She must have needed a friend. How is it? Is the new leg easy to move? What do I want in return? You're an interesting doll. You know, there's no need to repay what a friend does for you. Friend? Yes, friends. Friends help each other when they need to. There's no need for repayment. Helping alone makes your heart happy. All you need to help a friend is your heart. Protecting the Promised Land is more important than protecting me. I need a definition of what this Promised Land I must protect is. The Promised Land is the place where everyone can rest peacefully in their hearts. If it's to protect the peace of that place, I'm prepared to do anything. But the Promised Land isn't complete yet, so winter must not come. Before night falls, I have to die so the morning at the end of autumn can repeat again. So don't hesitate to kill me before night comes, Baltai. I heard that friends help each other when they are needed. Simply helping is enough to make one's heart feel glad. Do you think so as well? Well, usually that's true. It's only natural for people to feel satisfied when they help someone in trouble. If that person they help is a friend, they'd feel even more satisfied. Then, if helping that friend's request does not make them happy, what would an ordinary person do? Hard to say. What matters is which way your heart leads. If you force yourself to do something that doesn't make you happy, then at the very least, it's not something you're doing for yourself. Locking up someone who's done nothing wrong like this? You don't feel very good about it either, do you? How do you feel? It was a good attempt, but I have no intention of letting you out. If you leave here, you will cause even greater trouble. And I'll stop that even if it means harming you. That's a shame. What was it that just sparkled within that cell storm? A crack has formed in paradise. A small ripple formed as time began to flow once more in a world that has been stopped forever. And because of that small ripple, many changes will begin to occur. Changes? First, the pack of wolves that have been wandering along the boundary of time will find their way here. Among them, there may be someone you're searching for. Someone I'm searching for. Do you intend to harm that person? Hard to say. What I will do with her depends on my fate. I know the end of my fate, but I have never seen the path that leads there. Interesting. Revenge will become not an end, but a release. Inside the hyperwave tunnel, dimensional ship coffin. Hyperwave, Jesus Christ. Operator, what's the analysis on the location of the anomaly wavelength we just detected? Ma'am, it only appeared briefly before disappearing, but the source is definitely the destination we're heading towards. What about the wavelength type? Was it a corruption ray or imaginary energy? Neither. According to the Accessible Administration database records, it's similar to the distortion wavelength technology used at a factory called Avalon's Gate in Nordnovik. It's used to disrupt the detection of organs of COs. I've never seen it myself, so I'm not sure if it really works that way. That's strange. But being on the level of a demon lord, would they really need to hide from COs using something like that? Maybe there are beings that that aren't COs. Not just Demon Lord's throne. Beings that aren't COs? Well, even on the battlefield, when we fought Nethamoth, there were traces of civilization in Demon Lord forces that look human. Don't tell me there's more than just that terrifying doll and the singing monster. If we have to fight them, we will, but if they look human rather than monsters, it won't be easy. Just because something looks human doesn't mean it's on our side. In the end, what determines allies and enemies isn't appearance, but where they stand. To be honest, it's hard to trust you after learning who you are. The people I've met who come from other worlds were all enemies who tried to kill me. I understand. I'm not just a stranger, but an outsider who doesn't belong in your world. But part of me wants to see if you for other worlds like yourself can really fight for us. If you can be an ally with a shared goal and not an enemy. If you give me a chance, I'll prove you right. I'll fight for this world and for the person I must protect. You need to grow. You won't be able to hunt down anyone with saw teeth. If only I'd met you sooner. If only we had more time to talk then. Mina? Rena, you don't look well. Should I get you some motion sickness medicine or a chocolate bar? I'll be fine soon. I just have a lot on my mind. You're awake, Miss Alicia. This is a flower field? Yes, we're all picking flowers. To make our flower guard left for the little queen from Avalon. Little queen? Oh shit, Morgana's here! A sleeping girl? She has horns on her head. That face. I've seen it somewhere before. Judging by that expression, it seems all your memories have returned. Your Eminence. Dora! Even knowing that, you still dare to show your face before me so shamelessly. Are you trying to deceive me? No, I only came to make a flower guardlet together with the residents. So it was you who brought this child here. Yesterday, just as the prophecy foretold, we witnessed the sky splitting open and darkness descend. And after that day, a girl came to our paradise. So this girl must be part of the prophecy. A prophecy? That's a lie! You're not a Dora, you're Thoracron! In a world created by a being like you, what kind of prophecy could anyone possibly believe in? We are the apostles of the Promised Land who serve the prophecy of the Golden Tree. Even if the heavens split apart and darkness descends, we shall pray without faltering. Huh. When angels descend upon this land and song echoes throughout the air, our foes shall face judgment as well. On the day of our wishes fulfilled, with the silence at the end of autumn, the Promised Land shall at last be complete. As we welcome the first snowfall we encounter at the end of eternity. Thus shall the promise of the promise of the Promised Land shall be fulfilled. Miss Alicia, even if Miss Odora was born from the same root as Thorogron, she is different from the cruel demon lord Thorogron. She guided the souls of us who were sacrificed by Thorogron's hands to paradise, promised to fulfill our long-cherished wish with our own hands. The death of Demon Lord Thorogron. Demon Lord Thorogron promising her own death? That can't be true. You're deceiving us. Otherwise, there'd be no reason to create such a hollow world like this and keep me and the residents alive. I wanted to create a happy world where no one would be trapped in a cycle of hatred. If you truly thought that, you wouldn't have let them dream of revenge in the first place. You're right. Just as Velvis did to you. If I had left the residents with only their happy memories, they wouldn't have needed to dream of revenge. But if I erased the truth like that, wouldn't that truly be deceiving everyone? Before long, Thorogron will return with the final piece needed to complete the Promised Land. And placing that final piece will become this girl's role. What in the world are you preparing? The completion of the Promised Land. And the death of Thorogron. Okay, we got a flashback with Merlin. The child is dead. Her Highness fought bravely to the very end, while holding back the COs that broke through the wall. She saved more than 100 civilians. I told her never to go outside. It seems she broke the lock and went out. When she heard the screams outside, she must not have been able to stand by and do nothing. That's the kind of person Miss Morrigan was. The situation's not good, so we had to postpone the funeral. She was of the royal family. We don't know when the situation will be resolved, so we can't simply leave her like this. Leave the body to me. As you said, we don't know when the situation will be resolved. Avalon's Gate will not be able to keep protecting the capital forever. Are you saying Avalon's Gate will fall? But Nordnavik has been preparing for this day for a long time. Even if we prepare, we cannot stop a disaster that has already been foretold. Just as I cannot prevent this child's death, no matter what I do. I'm sorry. I should have protected her somehow. That's not what you should be doing. Take the key to Avalon's Gate and head south, General Musketeer. His Majesty and I will gather the troops and defend the capital to the very end. Miss Merlin, but we also have a duty to defend the capital. Nordnavik's future does not depend on the capital, but on the key to Avalon's Gate. This is something only you and the 1st Musketeer Division can do. So this is the connection to him? Interesting. Please, leave it to us. Please. Take care of the... Take care of the princess. In the end, I still couldn't change the fate this time either. However, I won't give up on you like this. Even if it means using the Demon Lord's heart. You're not a Demon Lord, you're a queen. Well, call yourself whatever you want. What the demon wants is the little queen, not you. But without you, the little queen... with only half a soul, can never awaken. When that time comes, what do you think the demon will want? You, or the fragment that that lives in the little majesty. Look, Miss Ordora. The little queen shedding tears. Yes, I can see it as well. It seems the little queen is having a very sad dream right now. Although through that dream, she will come to realize who she is and who her true enemy is. To fulfill the prophecy of the golden tree. Huh. The Demon Lord's threads command those without hearts. Tyrant armor and a bunch of other crazy shit. Got it. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. Actually, let's do this one. I would like a healer. And another sniper would not hurt either. God damn it. I meant to press that, damn you. Okay. Again, I keep forgetting the shit part. Oh, excuse me, god damn. My queen. A massive arc is surging back through time, charging straight towards your paradise to trample it. The thread I had arranged upon the panorama has been severed. It must be Asmodeus' doing. Only her flames could burn that thread. She is not someone to be trusted, careless and belligerent. But she's also the Valkyrie's nemesis. There's only one thing I ask of her. As for what falls after that, I'll bear it all myself. What was that? High-intensity dimensional pressure detected from the tunnel's route. One of the transports accompanying us has just been destroyed by the impact. What was that? It happened so fast I couldn't even see it. Analyzing energy formed from the dimensional pressure source and conveyed it into an image. That's a doll's arm? Thuragron, she's starting to interfere. It's coming again. It's targeting our ship. This isn't something we can evade with normal maneuvering. What was that just now? Our ship coordinates, did they change for a moment? Okay, so Marie's here. My apologies if that startled you. I'm glad Guraganta is functioning well even within the dimensional passage. Maria? Has Delta 7 come to support us? If you were expecting more, I'm afraid I'm the only familiar face you'll see. There are others who insisted on coming along, but someone has to guard the place we must return to. So while I can't provide fire support, I can help ensure that you can safely avoid this danger. Amazing. Every time something flies towards us, the dimensional ship's spiral coordinates keep shifting. It looks like there's a limit to how long we can keep dodging. Wouldn't it be better if we deploy? Going outside while in a hyperspace breakthrough state is the same as asking to die. Even if you could endure it, there's no way you could fight properly in that kind of environment. But there are cases. Not many, but some exceptions who can fight without being restricted by an environment like this. Then I'll leave it to you. Yes, Administer. All personnel, prepare for combat. Deploy the shadow space. The target is the puppet doll that has slipped in while aiming for the dimensional ships. The moment it emerges from Coawful Domain, concentrate fire. Bombardment. Condensed corruption energy? The shadows are capable of adapting their tactics to an extent. Does it mean they possess intelligence and can think? It's more than just thinking. She's the Maze Division's finest artillery specialist in the administration. It worked! We broke its arm! But the number of arms keeps increasing. Multiple shadows detected approaching from the outside. They're rapidly closing in on the ship. Multiple shadows? Even setting aside how many there are, how did they manage to approach the dimensional passage? Ah, that's it! Those threads that were interfering with the commander, they're connected to those shadows too! They're being controlled by Thuragron. The unit led by Limia that's holding back the arm won't be able to handle that many shadows as well. Lieutenant General Antonov, can Guraganta pull those shadows into our firing range? Are you certain? If we do that, Coffin will be exposed to their attacks as well. Leave that to us. We won't even give them the chance to run wild. In that case, I wish you good fortune. Tyrant decreases units max health. Got it. I'll deploy you, and then I'll deploy you, and then I want the fucking healer out here. And then we can let the auto do its thing. Now if it's deploying its thing. Oh well, it's okay. Dragon Boy, go! Oh, I mean, that worked. 私たちの勝利を喜んでくれ Dancing shadows. What awaited at the end of the fall was not the darkness of the end, but dazzling light and creation. Same thing as before. Got it. It's just different tyrant form this time. Let's go, bitch. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry, Nibble? What the fuck? Nibble? What the fuck are you doing here? Yeah, why not? Nibble! To defeat this many shadows in such a short time. If this had been the normal side, we'd have become a numbered task force overnight and made a fortune in the bounties too. Excuse me. What's going on with them? We destroy their cores, but they're still trying to move. The cores is the only source of the power. The core is the only source of power. The main is that shell. As long as they're bound by those threads and the core power is still calculating through the shells, they'll keep moving even after being reduced to a pulp. That's just troublesome. There's already quite a lot of them, so it won't be easy to keep track of the ones we've already taken down. Ah, Lonely's here. The source of the Shadow's power. It isn't that different from a counter CRF. Whoa. Doctor? When'd you get behind me? Since I heard the sound of fighting from the cabin. These shadow husks all look like they're valuable for experiments. Do you really have to be greedy about that in a situation like this? Well, the important part is I came up with an idea to how to deal with those shadows that are left with only their shells. We just absorb all the power remaining in those shells and gather it into one place. It sounds easy to say. It sounds easy enough, but Is there anyone among us who could actually do that? It's possible. If the administrator would permit it. I trust your idea, Dr. Lonely. Of course. Did you just throw something? Yeah, that's how Nibble comes into play. Interesting. And here I thought she was going to be a one-off. What is that? It looks like a catch-em ball? It's not exactly the same, but I can't deny the comparison. Go, Nibble. Devour them all! Ooh. Oh. It's overflowing. I never felt this powerful before. More coming! Well, this is interesting. And I also was hilariously not expecting that, but alright. Oh, that's what you do. Interesting. Okay, so you just use your ultimate. Got it. Okay. Come on, I need to summon Dragon Boy. Deploy Dragon Boy. Alright, now you can do that thing as much as you want. Okay, that's funny. So that just keeps spamming your ultimate. Got it. Well, now Dragon Boy's on the field. Should be fine. Oh yeah, that went down 1, 2, 3. With Nibble spamming her fucking MP. Okay, and she reverted back to her child form. Interesting. These shadows are quite tasty, Lonely. See, I told you so! A CO that absorbs dead shadows to take down living ones. That's practically an infinite power source. And for a CO, she's pretty cute too. Really? I think anything with a tail is kind of creepy. Anyway, isn't her gaze starting to change? With this much power, I can eat something even more delicious. Yeah! You look the most tasty. Tasty? I've never been told that before in my entire life. Mina, how am I supposed to respond to something like that? This isn't the time to be asking that. I'll handle it, so get back. I want to shake her off too, but she's too strong. Then, bon appetit. Wait, no! It certainly makes things easier to handle when all the trouble's gathered in one place. Even a CO that swallowed the Shadow's power can't withstand Master's Knuckle Strike. It startled me. This could be quite useful in emergencies from now on. You, make sure to keep a close watch on this one. Yes, ma'am! Why is the ship shaking like this? Is the tunnel about to collapse? It means we're almost at our destination. It's similar to how the wind at the entrance becomes stronger when there's large pressure difference between two connected points. Because our destination is a reality from a completely different dimension than ours. I can see the end of the tunnel. Prepare for interdimensional breakthrough. Ethereum drive output to maximum. Moon charm energy at maximum. Fairies blessing power at maximum. No accidents. Safety first. Wishing for good luck. And she still does that. Everyone, it's gonna shake hard, so hold on tight. Did we make it out? Where are the other ships that came with us? Comms and detection equipment has stopped working, so I don't know. The fog's too thick to confirm anything visually either. It's not fog. This is probably a snowstorm. Ugh. Unusual energy detected. The pattern is a divinity response? Could it be the Guardian of Seraph? That's unlikely. A Guardian that's nothing more than a remnant of divinity wouldn't be able to exert influence just by existing. What is this? The more the snowstorm clears, the harder it is to open my eyes. It feels like I'm being drawn towards the light. Ugh. Mina, are you alright? Mina! It feels like something's whispering directly into my head. It hurts. I see. Even though you can resonate with divinity, you still have the body of an ordinary human, so it manifests as pain. Resonate with this? Unless you're a fairy, it would only sound like noise to you. It's been a long time since I've seen a divinity entity emanating pressure this intense. It doesn't seem to like that we're floating in the sky very much. Right. We'll be falling soon, so brace yourselves. Falling? What do you mean? Engine flame out. Ethereum drive completely stopped. We lost thrust. Even the emergency power's gone. The divinity seems to be acting like interference waves. The entire fleet is crashing! What? From this height? Sion, can't you do something with your telekinesis? I appreciate that you thought of me in this situation, but it's not the kind of big shot that can handle a dimensional ship. I'm already trying with everything I got, but it won't budge! There's a problem. If the ship loses power, Lieutenant General Mina's Giranto, whatever the fuck you pronounce it as, won't be able to function properly either. Numidia, how many ships in the fleet can you handle? Because of the divinity interference, I won't be able to remain for long. Except for one ship. I should be able to land them all with minimal damage. Understood. Then assist all ships except Coffin. Got it. You're already planning to use that card? In my book, holding back a card and taking a loss because of it is the worst possible move. Please save us, Fairy Godmother. If you help us, I'll give you my entire fortune. Huh? Hasn't our falling speed slowed down quite a bit? You're right, at this speed. I'm glad I put on my seatbelt. What's going on? I never heard of a dimensional ship being able to glide without power. Could it be the Fairy Godmother really helped us? I'm not a fairy, but I'll gratefully accept your entire fortune. Huh? Who's that? It's Horizon of Horizon Finance. Not long ago, we signed a partnership agreement with Coffin Company. Finance? Did our company take out a loan? We borrowed manpower instead of money. Given the current situation, the more mercenaries we have, the better. Emergency landing successful. Now that power's back online, it seems the ground is less affected by the divinity wavelength. There's not much a ship can do from the ground, but still a relief that we have a way back home. Opening the hatch and ramp door. Please disembark after confirming safely. Safety, whatever. This is it. The path that will lead to Demon Lord Thuragron. It's winter. Everything's covered in snow. Yeah. Thank you for the help, Miss Horizon. Not at all. I simply followed the contract. But it doesn't seem like we have time for small talk. COs. There are an overwhelming number of them. But near the Demon Lord's domain, that's to be expected. Because I forced operation without complete synchronization procedures. I need to switch to a non-powered state for a while. So, you need time to rest, right? Don't worry, we'll handle what's ahead. Miss Diana. Didn't you say you brought a method to neutralize the COs? I'm sorry, but after the shift class earlier, I can't get a signal because of the corruption rays. Several corruption rifts have been detected nearby. If we could just close those, I should be able to activate mine. The corruption rifts are bothering me as well, but we don't have time to deal with them. Our objective is the divinity entity emanating light from the top of the mountain. Thurgron should be hiding there. Perhaps her throne might be there as well. So it looks like we have quite a long ways to go. I don't think I'd ever go hiking unless it was a company workshop. Vice President, did you take the employees hiking on the weekend? Not even once. Ha! Let's go. To meet the Demon Lord Thurgron. Let's go, bitches. Hey! Here, you are exiles. World inverted, huh? Okay, so more of the same. Got it. Alright, so I'm just gonna prepare the team quick. And then I'm gonna step away for a moment. That said... we do have a lot of them. I need a ranger this time, though. We can get Rivet. And you can never go wrong with having a healer. Anyway, like I said, I just gotta step away for a momento. Might as well get water while I'm at it, too. So I'll be back in like a few minutes. It took a moment longer than I intended, but that's because I, again, reading a little something into the stupid baby skunk bullshit, and it's just like, yeah, I should probably call this one number so that maybe they could pick it up, because as far as I know, it got abandoned by the mom. Who the fuck knows, though? Either way. So... Okay. We set this shit up, let's fight. Okay. Maybe I could have actually let that auto. Whatever. Excuse me, goddamn. Alright, go get them, my children. Next, I will be using the healer. And then we'll be bringing out Revit. For a second, I thought that was someone. I was gonna be like, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Wow, didn't even need to deploy everyone. Man, these missions are stupidly easy, but then again, I think they tailored it like that because they're like, yeah, it's gonna be the last thing we could do. So, fuck it. The ones charging at us right now seem mostly cleared out. The problem is, we're still only at the entrance. Are those people? Their movements are strange for that. The Hergun's dolls, be careful! Maybe because they've been buried in the snow for so long, they're moving slowly. If it's just dealing with them one by one, I can handle as many as they send. What? They're getting back up? They don't revive. They didn't revive like that in the tunnel. It seems like they're being affected by some external force. Noelle, can you see anything from those dolls? The dolls? Ah, the mountaintop! The mountaintop? The energy spread from there is making the dolls move. So the reason the dolls keep reviving must be the divinity influence. So unless we shut off that light, they'll just keep coming back? For now, let's deal with the ones coming at us first. I feel like that cutscene maybe should have happened before the battle, but I guess it's whatever. Scattered by the light, drawn by the light, unto one. More of the same. Got it. Ah, we're using you this time. Alright, well in this case, I'm gonna need a defender, so we'll bring out Jack Walker, American hero. And then Orca. I think I will not use a healer this time. We'll use the Lolly Lord. We'll use Lolly, bitch. Lolly. The Lolly. Yes. And then, you know what? I haven't used you at all. Ever. So let's try it. Alright, let's go. Let's see, we'll deploy you first. That way I can get Jack Walker, American hero, out right away. If that becomes a fucking problem, I'll deal with it accordingly. And then we can get Orca the fuck out. And then we'll deploy you. And then, smart-wise, I should probably deploy the Lolly Demon Lord. Deploy, my children! Okay, go, Lolly Jailbait Demon Lord. The Super Jailbait Demon Lord, go! Yeah, I figured that was gonna be a win before I even deploy those people. I had a feeling how that should have gone, but it's whatever. These things are persistent. Coming back again and again like this is pretty unfair. I thought they eventually hit their limit if we keep smashing them, but there's no sign of that at all. And more of them keep gathering too. We're going to be at a disadvantage soon. Something's coming from that direction too. Another one? Doesn't look like it. The stride seems a bit short. Maybe it's a smaller one. It fired at us! Landing a shot like this in the snowstorm? No. It didn't shoot at us. What? Then what? It shot the doll that was aiming at Noelle from behind. Huh? Since when was there a puppet behind me? There are footsteps, so it didn't fly or teleport in. It must have been one we couldn't see. I hate invisible ones more than flying ones. Oh, hey, Chris. Where the fuck? How the fuck did you get here? Everyone. Is everyone alright? Chris? Chris! And there's others with you, too! You came from another ship. How's your side? We landed safely with Lieutenant General Antonov's help. According to the operation plan, half our personnel were supposed to rendezvous with Kovkin, but most stayed behind to hold back the incoming dolls. I understand. It couldn't have been easy getting here while pushing through the dolls that keep reviving. That was impressive, hitting something you couldn't even see. That wasn't me. The Holy Sutra exorcist came with us. An exorcist? You mean the person, the full body latex? Oh, she's here. Nicole, I didn't expect you to remember me by my outfit. Ah, Nicole Primer. Did you detect the puppets using that glowing pendulum? Yes. I didn't know it myself, but when puppets are nearby, they points in their direction. You didn't know what it was for yourself? Well, it's originally Holy Citra issued equipment for locating demons, so... Then, does that mean the puppets fall within the Holy Citra's classification of demons? At the very least, it clearly shows the enemy I'm meant to face. That's why Lieutenant General Antonov said Nicole Primer's pendulum would be helpful. That's fortunate. With the pendulum, we should be able to avoid unnecessary engagements with the puppets. Then, you don't have any news from the other ships either? No, but since the main division commander stepped in, there shouldn't be any casualties from the crash landings. Though, with these puppets buried in the snow, it won't be easy for them to come with us. I hope they're safe. But for that to happen, ending this battle is our top priority. Of course. And that's why we're here. We'll defeat the Demon Lord and bring those two back safely. Yes, we'll do... Chris? What's wrong all of a sudden? You're in high spirits. You think you can defeat me? Didn't think you'd come to us. Mia! Ugh! Mina! Yumina! Now, the next is... I shot her. She moved? That was a pretty good shot in my head. But something like that isn't enough to kill me. She vanished. Behind us? Step back. It's not your turn to step in yet. I thought you were planning to conserve your strength. Are you stepping forward already? It's because you seem to be underestimating me too much. Surely that ordinary woman isn't enough for you to turn your back on me, is she? Ha! So she arrived early. Don't forget, Horizon. I made you because... We're back, boss! Wow. We really do look like sisters here, boss. Cold. Rita. I want to go home. You still haven't erased that scene from your mind. For someone who talks about protecting humanity, you're carrying around such a small nightmare. Who said you could appear here as you pleased? This is a space where I organize my memories with minimal processing power. In other words, my private dream. Then your subconsciousness must have called me here. If you're going to sit around in my space without permission, at least pay rent, you cyber ghost. Do you really believe ghosts exist? Since there's one in my memory right now, I suppose I'll acknowledge it halfway. Besides, there are plenty of strange phenomena in this world that can't be explained by ordinary logic. Like that Thurgrin who looks like the kid showing up. Right. Dash doesn't resemble the kind of wrath trying to destroy the world in the slightest. People can change depending on the environment they're placed in. Dash grew up in harsher conditions than most humans. Even so, she was kind enough to show goodwill to people she didn't even know well. That's right. The kid stayed kind until the very last moment you saw her. But if that kid had survived after going through such a terrible betrayal, would she still have remained kind? After learning what tragedy her kindness caused, could you really be sure she would still remain the same innocent person? That's a long question. If you want to use the free version, please keep it shorter. You don't need to answer. Just engrave one thing in that narrow little data memory of yours. No matter what you end up seeing in the Demon Lord, don't hesitate. Like you said, she is just a monster that looks like the kid. Human, what are you doing? Excuse me. The ship's heating system broke down, so I thought I'd at least bring you a blanket. If that's not enough, I also have ham warmers. Here, I'll include a sun charm that gives off warmth too. The first one is free. Those are only temporary measures. Solutions far removed from the root cause. So you don't need them? Reboot complete. Inner maintenance system activated. Indoor maintenance system. Oh, the heating's back on. The filter wasn't broken. There was just an error in the system's self-diagnostic. So it should be functioning properly now. Wow, you fixed it in no time just by touching it. Mr. Horizon, you really are amazing. I know. Are you heading out? The doctor said it would take half a day to fully recharge. This is sufficient. I'll go deal with the root cause of this extreme cold. So Horizon's going out to smash Thurgrin with a fucking rusty pipe, huh? The deepest, darkest met halfway up the mountain. Thurgrin. We're fighting her as well. And she's a sniper. Why am I not surprised? So... oh, it's all... okay. Might as well use my own that have the support shit. Select the ship. We'll go with Enterprise again. Thurgrin. I thought you were hiding tightly behind a barrier made of divinity. I didn't expect you to show yourself at a time like this. Antagonist. You use the wolf well to avoid the rules of the game and steal the Demon Lord's power. Stories where the hero fights the Demon Lord and win are a bit overdone these days, so I just added a twist. Though it seems the host of this game is rather fond of such predictable stories. Did you come to take my heart as well? Your head or your heart. It makes no difference. But I doubt a demon lord who fled the Quaffle game would agree to a fair match so easily. As you said, there's no need for me to fight you head-on. A pretext like the Quaffle game never meant anything to me in the first place. That makes sense. What you want isn't a wish, it's to destroy the world. Wolfsbane. Using it in that state must be putting a heavy strain on your body. I'm fine. So come at me! Not yet. What? What is this light? The radiance from the summit. It's getting much stronger than before. So bringing down the ship wasn't even its maximum output? Huh? Mina, your body! What the fuck? What is this? Why is my body gradually disappearing? Administrator, is this? It seems that's exactly what it is. Here we're no different from exiles from another world. That's why our existence is being nullified. The world itself is physically canceling us out? The law of the world doesn't permit the existence of outsiders. Does she intend for us to come here, on our own from the very beginning? That's right. My power is more than enough to deal with all of you. But I've no intention of repeating the mistake of arrogance. So, I'll eliminate the most troublesome one first. Thuracron? Mina disappeared? Did she die? Thuracron! Now it's your turn. The sword energy. I've waited a long time. Hide. There's another demon lord? Asmodeus. Since when were you working with the ignorant monarch? Since the moment I realized you and I had to settle things to the end. The timing's bad. I don't have time to waste on you. There's no better timing than this. Not the wolf's gone. You have to go all out to defeat me. Oh, shit. Okay, so just instantly transformed into that form. No fucking pretext or anything. Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back soon. Hold on a little longer, Administer. Understood. I haven't seen that look in a while. So you're finally gonna use that power granted by the one you hate most? Yes. I'll guide you to my field. There, no one will be able to interfere with us. The Valkyrie's field, where only one of us can walk out alive. A perfect chance to finish the test we never completed. What was that? They got pulled into the light? Master, will she be alright? They've been transferred to a dimensional pocket temporarily. Noelle, you should be able to sense her presence here. Yeah, I can feel the commander's presence just beyond a thin boundary. And not very close, but I can faintly sense Mina's presence too. What? Does that mean Mina's still alive somewhere? The wolf is troublesome, but completely erasing her would be inconvenient even for me. What did you do to Mina? Who knows? If you can't survive against me here, then what use would anything that happens afterward be anyway? So prove it first. Whether you even had the chance to see what comes next. I was about to say, why is she gradually decreasing in health? What the fuck is that? Interesting. Okay, so the threads do that. Huh. Okay, well that wasn't even remotely close to what I thought I was gonna have to do. Ugh. Even when I leave openings, you keep stubbornly focusing only on defense. If I thought I could finish you through one of those openings, I'd step into even the most obvious trap. And I don't believe a mere direct strike would be enough to kill you. After all, you're a demon lord who has destroyed countless worlds and taken their essence. It wouldn't make sense for you to only have a single life, would it? Yes. And with the wolf gone... there's no one left but me to hold you here. 2 days earlier in real time, Ground 1, Coffin Company, Level 1 security room. Final calculations complete. Simulation result, total annihilation. What happens if we adopt Plan B at Branch 35? No meaningful change observed. Result is failure, total annihilation. Remove the bio-valuable group and run the simulation again, with the IR6773 variable added this time. Daddy, are you okay? You haven't slept at all since coming back from the hospital. I'm fine. When you're cramming right before an exam, you don't even notice how sleepy you are. Yeah, sometimes. Hive control isn't just an ordinary calculator. Every time you run casually calculations, I feel how much it hurts you. Even if it's a simulated experience, the mind going through it is real. But everything has to be staked on this calculation. The variable of every miracle we've created so far depends on this. Yeah, I know. And I'll help too. There might be a missing casualty consistent, so I'll check again. Thank you. I appreciate that. Whoa, an earthquake! Divinity detected. Emerging from Ground 1. Divinity? It might be the demon lord you mentioned, Daddy. Should I go deal with it? Calm down, Sigma. Being directly exposed to divinity is even more dangerous than corruption for you. But people are in danger. It's alright. Daddy's friends will arrive before it's too late. Okay. Daddy, look at this! New valuable data was just added to the observation algorithm. Let's see. A valuable that can work in our favor at a time like this. Hive control. Reflect the newly added variable in the operation data and run the calculations again. Confirmed. Latest variable applied. Final calculation complete. Simulation result. 98% possibility of failure and total annihilation, so a 2% chance then, huh? Whatever that shit is. 2% possibility of success observed. Are you alright? Yeah, I've lost count of how many times you helped me already. Looks like you're reaching your limit too, Sion. Ha! But ever since fighting us, Thurgren hasn't even taken a single step forward. It feels like she hasn't even begun to show her true strength yet. She's intent on wiping us out. Would there really be any need for her to hold back? Who knows? I don't know what she's saving that strength for. But one thing's certain. The longer she goes on, the worse it gets for us. The longer this goes on, yes. Our bodies are gradually becoming transparent too, just like hers. The decoherence caused by quantum phase disparity. This world is rejecting synchronization with us. Is there any way to stop it? If I had to think of a theoretical solution, maybe we'd have to align our quantum properties with this world? Copying our minds and memories so they match the people here exactly. Wouldn't that make us no different from natives of this world? That sounds like we have to copy and paste someone's brain. That's why I said it's only a theoretical solution. The number of dolls is decreasing. fighting while retreating has its limits. We're completely surrounded. Let's head upward. Upward. You mean the sky? How are we supposed to do that without wing? Whoa! Sergeant? Since when do you have wings? Are you secretly a robot or something? Nothing like that. The administration engineers helped modify my gear so it could be carried in a compact form. Oh, because of the light at the summit, I won't be able to stay airborne for long. And where are we supposed to go once we go down? Good question. Everyone around us is already full of dolls. Huh? What is it? I might be a mistake, but I hear a familiar sound. Something like marching. Marching? Nicole Primer, could you take out the signal flare from behind me? Oh, it's the watch, guys! Sir, it's the blue signal flare. The direction's where our allies are. Prepare the iron shot cannons. 6 modified dispersal iron shot cannons. Target complete. Commence volley fire. What are those huge spears? Did they fall from the sky? I don't know what they are, but they don't seem to be part of Thuragon's plan. They're avoiding our position and targeting only the dolls. Reinforcements! Reinforcements have arrived! Those dolls keep getting back up no matter how many times we destroy them. Why aren't they reacting now? Something is suppressing the dolls' revival. It feels similar to the divinity coming from the mountaintop. But it's coming from a person? A person. So what the fairy told us was true. It seems the power held by the key of Avalon's gate is effective at suppressing them. That's the Golden Branch. I didn't know dolls could have emotions. That expression. Should I call it confusion? Your world really is fascinating. Grafting all kinds of rotten branches into a perfectly healthy tree, and still managing to make flowers bloom on every single one. I've never seen anything like it in any world. I didn't expect a gardener who breaks healthy branches to use as fertilizer to be impressed by something like that. You're right. Did she just smile? Are you really planning on retreating? Neither of us have even used half our strength yet. Your young wolf met her master here. She saw her friend's sacrifice. And then she saved the world from a fanatic. And finally, she killed a god. That declaration, could it be? Was she trying to do all of a sudden? Now your seed has sprouted, and the time of harvest is at hand. In the name of Thuragon, I request to begin the Quaffle game. I grant it. That voice. Did the game really get approved? This confirms me in a safe. Without the wolf, it couldn't have been approved in the first place. Bold move. To suddenly declare the Quaffle game right where we're standing on the verge of your throne. I changed my mind. A wish far more interesting than destroying your world has just occurred to me. Even that whim suits your title of the ignorant monarch well. The wolf is beyond the radiance at the summit, inside the Promised Land. If you want to retrieve her, you better hurry.
これで何が変わったのでしょうか。どうか良い結果でありますように。
A branch forgotten long ago became a new sapling from a distant land. Thank you. Those dolls wouldn't stop moving. Those dolls that wouldn't stop moving became a real problem. You saved us. Think nothing of it. I only regret that we were late to join you while helping the other ships. But how'd you know about the thing imbued in your heart would be effective against them, General Musketeer? A certain drunken fairy had come to see us in person. Who came see us in person, offer some advice after we treated her to Norvernak's finest spud ale. A fairy? Do those really exist? That's the only what the person in question claims. But given the circumstances, we judge the statement to be quite credible. She spoke of Narvarek's original history, things even historians didn't know, and made predictions about what was yet to come. Every single one proved astonishingly accurate. If it was a prophecy, does that mean they knew what would happen here? It wasn't such a clear message. It was rather vague and open to interpretation in several ways. Among it was also something about you, Nicole Primer. Coughing. Sorry. That's why I said not to call someone's name while they're drinking something. You mean me? Yes, the fairy said you were the incarnation of Saintess Margaroth from the legends who would save Nordnavik. Coughing. A Saintess? Me? That can't be right. If you doubt your own identity, we can conduct a cross-check right now. Has anyone here witnessed the young lady's bullets missing her targets? She fired at least 100 shots, I think. Some of them got back up afterwards, but I don't recall any of them actually missing, do you? I've never seen one miss. That settles the verification. Wait a minute, just like that? Given the situation, please understand that verification had to be conducted in the simplest manner. If I may add my personal opinion, the fact that you possess unfailing demonic bullets alone already places you far above the bounds of normal people. I can't deny that. That's amazing. I miss my shots all the time when I shoot things. In any case, we received a revelation that we are to assist you. From that fairy? Yes. I don't really know anything about this Miragarth person. What exactly am I supposed to do? Miragarth offered up what was the most precious to her for the sake of Nordorak's ancestors. Because of that, the path for the nation's birth and survival was opened. So her descendants naturally have a duty to assist her. So that you may recover what you have lost that was most precious to you. What is this? Why am I here? You finally awakened, little queen. Who are you? Do you know me? Of course, I know you well. You're the little queen who ruled over ancient Avalon and the Stump. The one who will slay the demon Lord Thuragon today. Our savior. Oh shit, really? That's an interesting load. This place is the Promised Land? The world after death? Then you and everyone else here are all people who already died? Yes. Our world's already been destroyed by the Demon Lord's hands. So in the end, I couldn't protect the Stump or my friend. Not a single thing. Look, don't blame yourself so harshly. None of us that day were able to protect the world. And in the end, we've been given another chance like this to take our revenge, haven't we? The land and the sky here are so quiet and peaceful. Have you all been dreaming of revenge in a place like this? Don't you resent the Demon Lord who destroyed your world? Of course I do! Naturally I resent her. She did that to my home, to my friend. But the destruction of a world isn't something to fear so much. We can't accomplish Avalon's gates. If we can complete Avalon's gates so that the children of the Stump can carry on our civilization, we have a mission more important than revenge. The continuation of our civilization. That really does sound like something our savior would say. I'm truly glad you haven't become like us, stained by the Promised Land. If I defeat Thorogran like you said, will everyone be able to live happily? You can be happy, but you won't be able to live. Because we're already people who died once. People from a destroyed world. I see. But there are still people who are alive. The descendants of the stump that you left behind, who came through the Avalon Gate. The descendants who rebuilt Avalon are coming here now to protect the world from the Demon Lord. People are walking in lines. Where are they all going? They're going to pray to the Golden Tree. The prophesied day when the Promised Land will be complete. It's not far off. Why do we need a complete Promised Land? I already like things the way they are now. Humans are greedy, so they can never fulfill every wish they have. That's why we hang our greatest wish upon the Golden Tree, and live on while being content with our smaller wishes. But if something can never be fulfilled, could it really be called a wish? So they're going to retrieve the greatest wish they left hanging on the Golden Tree. Yes. And most of these pilgrims carry the wish that they might be forgiven for the sins of their past lives. Even though they know the past cannot be changed by any wish, they walk on, endlessly atoning day after day. Do you think what I want is hanging on the Golden Tree too? Well now, your greatest wish is something you must ask yourself, not me. What does happiness mean to you, Clara? Just being able to feel things as they are. Tasting good food and smiling at things. At happy things. I like things just the way they are now. So before coming here, you weren't able to feel things like that freely. Why was that? One by one, the things I had start disappearing. The way to taste things, and even the way to feel happiness. And also... Huh? Clara? Are you alright, dear? You're crying. I remembered something I had forgotten. But it's so faint that I forgot again. Don't try too hard to remember. When the time comes, it will return to you. There is no such thing as a memory that sinks away forever. In the meantime, how about going to pick some flowers for your friend? Okay. You picked quite a lot again today. I hope your friend will like them. My friend is rough-tempered. When it's awake, it's always angry. Actually, things like flowers and fruit I like. My friend might not like them very much. Isn't it interesting? Even people who have nothing in common can still become friends. That's why we made a promise. Like bad adults do. We won't hurt each other just because we're different. The reason my friend hasn't woken up yet is probably because of that. It must be afraid. Afraid that its roughness might accidentally destroy your happiness. Even so, I don't want my friend to stay asleep forever just because of my happiness. That's right. If one side had to change things and make a sacrifice, then that isn't happiness for either of them. Perhaps a promised land for everyone was never something that could exist in the first place. Huh? Something cold is falling again. It's snow. Seeing it fall this heavy, it seems winter's truly arrived. Winter. Really? Is it okay for you to come with me and not stay here? Uh-huh. Shepard wants to see the night sky with twinkling snow together. Okay. Then let's go together. I remember now. There's somewhere I have to go back to. I need to hurry. Are you sure you'll be alright? If you return, you'll leave behind every wish you fulfilled here until now. It's all right. My greatest wish isn't here anyway. I know where the door that leads outside is, but it's dangerous to open it alone. As it happens, there are others who also wish to leave this place, so you should go get them. Thank you. Louise. A curse bound by fate, a fate corrupted by a curse bond. Asmodeus! Interesting, so we only have her. Deployment cost decreased by 8. What the fuck? Okay. Interesting. Given that we're fighting a fucking sniper. Nice, she got the bunny outfit. I think we're gonna bring... I think we'll bring her, just cuz. Hey, Master. So what does it mean to become a Valkyrie? That's your relationships? You used to be an apprentice? You said you wanted to become a Valkyrie without even knowing that. As long as I get to fight someone strong, that's enough. Black-haired antagonist. Huh. I figured that was what you liked about me. Freya. Huh? We're just dropping that she's called Freya now. The world is created by light and meets its end when swallowed by darkness. So if we drive away the darkness, the world can endure forever. To become a Valkyrie means becoming an eternal light that stands against the darkness that brings the end. Not bad. That means I get to keep fighting forever, right? Take pride not in fighting, but in protecting. Why? People die someday. The world will end someday too. I don't care enough about something like that to take pride in protecting it. I don't know how someone like you ended up being chosen as the antagonist. Talking like that is exactly why people misunderstand you as a tyrant and the source of the Black Plague. Let them misunderstand me all they want. Thanks to those rumors, even the strongest fighter in the world keeps showing up right at my doorstep to challenge me. What better opportunity could I ask for? Honestly, your personality is more Demon Lord-like than an actual Demon Lord. That's even better. If the alternative is pretending to care about justice, I don't believe in. I'd rather become a Demon Lord. If that happens, I might be able to fight you seriously too. Don't be ridiculous. You're going to become a Valkyrie, not a Demon Lord. Why? Are you afraid you'd lose if I became a Demon Lord? Have you already forgotten the oath you made with me? I teach the antagonist so she can stand against the Demon Lord, not so she can become one. You can shove that oath. I prefer whatever path sounds more interesting. A trial? Yes, as your final trial to become a Valkyrie. You must stop the first apocalypse sent by the Abyss. Interesting. You'll be facing the Demon Lord who has descended upon this world. Killing a Demon Lord, huh? Sounds fun! Don't be arrogant. Stay cautious to the very end. Under the rules of the Koalfo game, I can't interfere in your affairs from this point out. I don't need your help, Master. As long as I have my 2 lieutenants, that's enough. That Demon Lord. What was their name? Ignorant Monarch. Thuragron. Oh, so you fought Thuragron. Interesting. huffing. Impressive for a human. To keep fighting for 30 days without resting inside the domain I created. If this had been a straightforward contest of strength alone, the one lying in such a miserable state might have been me instead of you. Calling everyone sister, yet you use every last one of them as shields and suicide bombs. Just how many of those damn sisters do you even have? Exactly as many as the number of worlds I've passed through. Every world that has my sister in it. Yours is no exception. No matter how strong an antagonist you are, as long as you're bound to a human body, your limits are obvious. Dragging around a body that broken won't change your chances. No. Even if I can't win, I never fight a losing battle. Hold on a sec. What the fuck was that? Oh, the YouTube side fucking broke. God damn it. Are you planning to burn your life away here because of the Valkyrie's trial? To hell with the trial, Thurgron. Right here. You and I are turning to ash together. Ha! Your final flame was strong enough, antagonist. Damn it. You weren't the original? My body is a doll. As you know, dolls are nothing more than replaceable consumables. The wolf who sought my throne is already dead. The quaffle game is over. Don't care. This whole game, whether I win or lost, I never cared from the start. So as long as you got to fight, that's enough. Is that your final wish? Antagonist? What's that? It's a kind of immune system established by the Tree of Sephiroth. When the world senses the coming apocalypse, it selects you as an antibody to oppose it. I didn't expect you to be reckless enough to attack me the moment you saw me, but your strength is quite usable. I'm not interested in protecting the world. As long as I get to fight, nothing else matters. Whether you want to or not doesn't matter. Once fate is decided, it cannot be changed. Who cares? Who decides something like that on their own? You'll come to understand that naturally. If you stop the apocalypse and prove yourself worthy of becoming a Valkyrie. Where am I? This is your resting place. A place like the threshold of the afterlife. No one will overhear or remember what is said here. If you die, you die. What a pathetic place. You were used. What? What are you talking about all of a sudden? The Valkyrie may have told you that you'd become something like her. But in truth, you were born with a fate that would only lead you to fall into becoming a demon lord. Every antagonist eventually meets the end of becoming a demon lord. Antagonists exist to save the world. Why would I believe nonsense like that? A demon lord is the fruit produced when a single tree called the world pours all its nutrients into it. And the purpose for which God created the world was for the being called the wolf to appear and devour that fruit. A demon lord was created just to be eaten by the wolf. God has gathered an immense power. The wolf is merely a means to absorb it. Whatever. I failed anyway, and the wolf is dead too. Then God will simply repeat it until it succeeds. God is the authority called the Tree of Sephiroth, which allows the world to be created again and again. So what? Does that mean Master knew everything from the start and still deceived me? The Valkyrie, too, is nothing more than a puppet being used by God. She believes she can guide the antagonist into a path of a Valkyrie. But in truth, the antagonist she teaches with all her heart only ends up falling into becoming an even stronger demon lord. What an idiot. After all that effort, She just has everything taken away by God. She'll soon realize that she was used too. But as long as God holds her fate in its grasp, she won't be able to escape that cycle. So what? Why'd you show up in front of me just to say all this? I want to give you a chance for everything to proceed according to its natural course. Instead of dying as an antagonist, you can follow the Demon Lord's fate that was originally given to you. There are two beasts who gave their lives to open the path for me to reach Thuragron. The vampire and the Lythrope. What will happen to them? You'll meet them once again. But this time they'll come looking for the tyrant who's become a demon lord instead of an antagonist. Yeah. Being a Valkyrie never suited me from the start. I don't have justice. I don't have nobility. From the very beginning, all I wanted was to fight her. You never disappoint. The only one who clashed blades with mine head-on, without dodging, is you, after all. Asmodeus. You're pushing yourself too far, even burning yourself up while to do so. Even if my power isn't complete yet, you won't surpass me anymore. Have you grown stronger or just louder? You can barely manage to block my attacks. Why are you helping Thuragron by tying me down here? As long as I can fight you, the process doesn't matter. Even if it means going along with that foolish Indric monarch's plans. If you truly want to end this ill-founded bond between us, why didn't you strike when I was bound by Thuragron's threats? Did you forget? I prefer a real exchange over something one-sided. If you had been controlled by those threads and killed the wolf, you wouldn't have come here all the way on your own, would you? You really haven't changed at all. Come. I won't step back. This time we'll settle this for good. And then I'm going to deploy you as a person. I forgot she's airborne, so oh wait, no, she can't shoot her. Never mind. Ha! That worked. Was that a tremor just now? A landslide? I felt it too. It was like a shockwave from something colliding head-on. Two divinity energies. One is a blazing violet, and the other is white, piercing through that violet. It has to be Commander! The Master's coordinates are clearly in a different dimension from here. Asmodeus and Master are fighting. The impact is strong enough to carry across dimensions? Even you should know by now. That won't be enough to defeat me. I can't defeat you. Winning or losing doesn't matter. I'm already enjoying this. Fully prepared to burn everything away. Buy me some time. You're the only one who can stop the Valkyrie. Don't give me orders. Just point me to where she is. The Valkyrie is a servant of Tamil, a being guaranteed victory by the law of the Tree of Sephiroth. No matter how strong you are, you cannot defeat a law with brute force. You should stall for a time and avoid facing her head-on. Avoid her because she's protected by a law? That's ridiculous. You're trying to break that damn law yourself anyway, aren't you? You better not fail after receiving my help. What are you doing? Burn brighter! So our battle can shine even more. Very well. It's time to bring this to an end, Osmodeus. No. Rosaria. Come at me, my damned master. Grimhild! Don't evade this. This is a strike that burns everything. I accept your challenge. And thus, you have been ended. Be clear at the front. Pendulum reaction on the right. More incoming! I found footprints. I'll handle it. It's still reacting. One more. Huh? But the footprints just disappeared. Found it. Oh. Phew. This one stepped on the puppet as it came so it wouldn't leave footprints. That's impressive. You figured it out just by the sound? I didn't hear anything. No pendulum reaction. Everything around here's been cleared. Good work, everyone. We've already made it halfway up the mountain. Thanks to the General Musketeer's key and Nicole Primer's pendulum. But the higher we go, the fiercer the doll's resistance is getting. We won't make it in time at this rate. She's right. The Golden Tree's influence is gradually fading our existence even now. At this pace, we'll disappear before we even reach the summit. Is there any way we can move faster? Even the ship and the armed horse like Hermit are having their power suppressed by the divinity. It doesn't look like there's any good way for all of us to shake off the dolls and reach the summit quickly. If anything, maybe splitting up to look for a shortcut. Commander, behind you! Damn it. I didn't realize there was still a CO. Thanks for taking care of it, Sergeant. Impressive. You pulled the trigger once and nearly blew the commander away with the aftershock. Now's not the time to be impressed when the commander just got pinned under Hermit? Sorry, I panicked and put too much force into the shot. That rifle you're using, Sergeant. Was it made with a counterwatch? Huh? No, my ability isn't that impressive. This gear was forged with Alternium. Alternium, I see. Is something wrong, Noel? For a brief moment, the divinity disappeared when the sergeant's bullet passed through. It felt like it opened a path along the bullet's trajectory. My bullet opened a path? If that's true, that's pretty useful information. In theory, that means a dimensional ship could pass through in a gap created by Christina's bullets, right? That's probably not possible. Is it because the opening only lasts a short time? Yes. It only lasted about 0.3 seconds. 0.3 seconds. Then flying the shortest route to the summit, we'll still have to cover at least that distance we already traveled. If it's a bullet that carrying the power of Arturium, if that's enough distance. But to keep extending across the maximum range without stopping the bullet's speed will just have to be as fast. The round fired by Sergeant Burchett using Griffin 1 traveled at 10 times the sound of speed, which means they're extremely fast. The problem is that we don't have any means of transporting a person at that kind of speed. Wouldn't a dimensional ship make it possible? Unfortunately, the Ethereum Drive's warp technology can't distort divinity. As long as we don't distort the laws of physics, even a dimensional ship can't reach the kind of speed. This won't be easy. It's more than not easy. It's impossible for a person to move that fast. Certainly, by human standards, it may be impossible, but I can do it. Horizon! That's the angel we saw at Ground 1? If Sergeant Beck opens a path and Horizon travels through it, I understand the plan up to that point, but what comes after that concerns me. Why are you the only one accompanying Horizon, boss? Don't worry. With the inertia-canceling field of this 6-month silhouette, I can safely bring along one companion. That's not the issue right now. Is it really a better decision than sending me or Sion instead? We're not going there to fight, so Horizon alone will lose enough combat strength. This is a method to stop our existence from being erased by the Golden Tree's divinity. I sincerely hope you succeed. Thank you for trusting me. Should I climb onto your back? I'll secure you myself. Please stay still. Wait a second. Everyone's acting like this is obvious, but can I really open a path? What if the first time was just a coincidence? It's unlikely that the Golden Tree's divinity opening a path for your bullet was just a coincidence. The presence within it is closely connected to Thurogron's world as well. The Saturnium is connected to Thurogron? Multiple high-level COs approaching from the south. They're heading this way! From the south. The pendulum's reacting too. Looks like they're trying to interfere with us. Then I'll leave it to you. Leave this to us and go. We'll see you again safely. Target locked. Firing at maximum output. I finished calculating the trajectory as well. You appear to be a human whose combat capabilities isn't even worth measuring. Still, I trust that there must be a reason a fragile human like you has made it this far. And that is the end of Act 3. And we got a lot. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of fucking battles. A lot of fucking battles in Act 4. Those dolls buried in the heart of winter by borrowing the power of the wish held within the golden tree. We're bringing back the dad, I see. Alright. Well, that's where I'm going to end that for now. It's 3 o'clock already, damn. Huh. Alright. It looks like YouTube is just tripping balls, which is great. But either way, this was fun. I don't know how the latter end of the stream on the YouTube side is going to look, because it looks like this thing's just tripping balls. Oh well. Either way, I got my schedule for next week. They did change one day. I'm working Fridays now. And I have Saturdays off, which is honestly surprising for me. I don't know if that's going to be consistent, because I thought I was going to be working Mondays, given certain things that are going on Mondays on my end, but apparently it's all good. Apparently. So, it'd be what it'd be, I guess. Either way, we'll definitely be concluding this episode Monday. That is the plan anyway. We'll see what the fuck happens. Technically, I am on call for that day, so technically, I could be working, maybe. I hope not, though, because god damn it. Especially because I'm ahead of ahead of what I planned my schedule is going to be for doing this. Which I do appreciate the shit out of. But it is what it is. Either way, we're going to take a break for, I don't know, like maybe 2 hours, something like that. And then we'll be back with Total War Warhammer. In the meanwhile, I got to maybe figure out what the fuck I'm doing with this stupid baby skunk thing. Anyway. Thanks, people, for coming by, at least saying how it. You guys have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn times you guys are in. And we'll see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye, have a wonderful time, we'll see you later.